Hello and welcome to this gamecast of Call Me Cal 24, playing as the 11th US Cavalry Arm Dot, Reg T Dot. Who knows what that stands for? And he's up against YukiPaw, the current rank 4 or 5, I think, and he's playing 39Y. These divs fairly similar, except 39Y gets more infantry, more IFVs, but a slightly worse air situation than 11th. I think that's fair. So yeah, let's cover the deployments. This is Death Row, and we've got Call Me Carl opening two M3A2 Bradley CVs. So these are the up armored ones. They've got 5 armor, which means something, I guess. I mean, so you've got to have so that's 18 AP, which means that it will one-shot a 4 armor vehicle, but it won't one-shot a 5 armor vehicle. So it can survive 1 ATGM from a repairer, which is good. And so one of them is going here, so he can shoot this way, but not this way. But yeah, if you put it here, then he can shoot this way, but not this way. And the enemies are more likely to be here, so I understand that. And a Stinger going to that house. Then in mid, we've got a Bradley going. Yeah, we'll see how far he gets. And then an ACAB doing the same thing with no AA. Okay, the Pivads are behind them. And a CVM on A1, and 2 Pivads. Pivads are good against helicopters, not so good against planes. 39Y gets the LGBT. We'll see how this goes. I mean, just looking over there, looks like there's actually not going to be that much there. Unimog supply for that. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. On the right here, some dismounted troopers going to here. He's got nothing here. And then on the far right, big girl squad. So Stinger going to there. Blondie girl squad going to there. Mech Rifles Dragon, not a cheap squad, going to there. So he's expecting a big attack here, I suppose. And the Cobra. And the Cobra's going over here, despite starting over here. So that's a bit of an inefficiency. I guess he spawned it there and was going to have it that way and then changed his mind. If it was starting here, it would be faster. I mean, it's not a big deal. Switching to YukiPaw's deployment. He has motorized Razvedka going to there. And he's definitely attacking on the left, which is interesting. So 39Y has quite a weak opener, basically. So the way you want to do it is not really attack at the start and then grind away for the rest of the game and then win in the mid to late game. But no, instead he's identified that 11th Cav, quote unquote, doesn't have that much infantry, which is it's sort of a meme. They've only got 5 cards of inf, which is the lowest in the game, tied with 119Y. But they have like 4 cards, usually 4 cards of recon inf. And so they get plenty of inf. And so if you're going to try and grind out their inf, like, you got to keep in mind that, yeah, they're only going to run out of inf after like 30 minutes of grinding. So we got a supply here. 2 Saperi RPOs going to there. Commandant. He definitely wants to attack over here. Motorstrelky RPG 27 in the BMP 1G. Bagger M, of course, 17 AP now instead of 16, so it one-shots 3 armor vehicles. Basically, 3 armor vehicles are just useless because all the ATGMs keep going up in AP, which makes them one-shot things. T80 BV at start, which is dumb. You don't want to open T80 BV. And if you do, you definitely don't want to drive it down there, but what can you do? And then a Birusa and a Cub, and the supplies for the Cub. So he definitely wants to attack Echo, and he wants to attack early, even though he doesn't have a good early game. Particularly in comparison to 11th Cav, which gets lots of recon deployed stuff, basically. Like recon tanks and stuff. You got to get rid of those. Razvedka going to there in the gun truck. And then a Rapira 100mm going to there. Okay, yeah, fine. I mean, he is also a good spot because it could also shoot this way, which is, and you're intending to attack over here. So if you put it here, then you can shoot the guys that are here. Maybe that can be more useful. But yeah, this can work too. CV just going standard Bravo Alpha, and yeah, you got 2 CVs. And then on the right, yeah, so he's just defending with Rapiras everywhere and a Razvedka. So defending in mid and attacking on the left compared to defending on the left. I know I just rotated it, and attacking in mid. So that'll be interesting. So let's cast the game. So I'd like to take the time to thank the generous channel joiners. They get their names on the screen. They get the videos up to a week early. They get access to exclusive members-only videos. At the higher levels, they get their games cast. And they also get access to the operational reserve. So between the members-only videos and the operational reserve, which are videos that will be deployed some point in the future, basically June, because I'm not here for most of June. Right on time for the game to launch. Woohoo! And yeah, there's like 30 videos, 30 extra videos, so you can subscribe for 1 month. One subscription at the lowest level is worth 2,000 views in terms of ad revenue. I saw somebody calculate it, and they're like, "Wow, you have 398,000 views a video or something." It was. I need to remove the names of the people who have cancelled the subscriptions from the start. Basically, I just leave them there because I can't be bothered. Which is also why you'll see some duplicates. And also, it's on a monthly basis, not on a daily basis, right? So you gotta get the total number of subs, and then divide it by that BTR 60, which is just so dead right now. Oh, actually, it might survive. This guy needs to land immediately. Yeah, he moved instead of going for landing, so he's just dead to the molding MiG. Pivads won't do anything about that. It's just such a dumb interaction. Why do planes deal that much damage to helicopters? It's been like this for ages, and they just seem to think that's fine. I think it's very silly. I think it should deal like 50% damage. So that guy's still going to get in. Because that heli went down. But hey, baiting out this... oh, that guy died in the transport to the Bradley. So actually... Well, so he doesn't know if... Because there might be somebody here that can just kill him. So we can't just send this down here and start shooting off the side. But he's got that pretty much locked down. And with these guys here, this guy can't really get in. The only place he can go is there. But even then, he might die on his way. So he's sending that BTR back, which is intelligent. That's probably just going to die. Yeah, over here, how's it going? Because obviously this is where all of YukiPaw's units are. That's probably not going to hit that because it'll break LOS. And yeah, this is the pivots only is not fab. You need IHawk. There it is. There it is. There's the IHawk. And over here, this is quite a claustrophobic place to attack. It's a shame that... these were BGS instead of somebody with a rocket launcher, because it means the T-80BVs can bully them, and these guys will have minimum range problems, so this T-80BV is going to do a lot of bullying, and this guy can't shoot him. So really, this was... The mech rifle should be here, and the dismount trooper should be here. Because this can't use its rocket launcher, right? Over here, the Bradley's cleaning up those Razvedka, and this CV is going to get to that zone, but there's an LGBT coming, and it's going to kill it, and there's no recourse to the law. You can't dodge it, you can't smoke it, you can't do anything. It's a one-shot kill on a 60-second cooldown. It's going to be a bit more because it got wounded. None of these guys have AT. This should be here, so Yuki could just walk in, and that CV didn't get there. I'm surprised it was spotted, though. I wonder how we saw that. I guess because there was a BTR here, right? So that BTR went down. And yeah, so he's just buying like loads of IHawks. You got a bit of a problem over here on Echo. And then, yeah, so Yuki could just reinforce this with 10 million infantry. So these guys probably aren't getting any closer. It's a shame that CV went down. But yeah, it's smart securing this. You might want that to there. I don't know. Doesn't make too much of a difference. You definitely get these guys to like there and secure this. Double IHawk purchase, but I mean, he's just lost this zone because of that, because that's like 1-2 minutes income. There's some of these going the wrong way. He's going to auto path down there, and the Razvedka's going to get it for free. Over here, the SPG shooting the pivads. It might kill it. Would it kill it? Oh, 14 pen versus 2 armor. I know it's 17 pen to kill 3 armor, so I assume 14 pen ain't gonna kill 2 armor. And yeah, there's just nobody left here. This needs to be sent out of there like a long time ago, because it's just gonna die. I think he's just got it on defensive. Yeah, he does. So it's just gonna walk there and then stop because he's not actually got it passed. Oh, I'm pressing shift and it doesn't seem to be passed. Oh, there you go. Now he's controlling it. Well, that's not... it's gonna die if he does that. He needs to, like, send it all the way around. Or just hide it in this forest for later. That Humvee came here, got capped, went back that way. because of the spawn route there, I guess, and then that just got blown up. So I've counter-capped. So that BGS is never going to make it. He needs to secure this building, secure this. This T-80BV is being repurposed. BTR 60 goes down. So over here, yeah, it's not looking up because there's no CV, so he never managed to contest this zone because the CV died to the LGBT, which you should expect, really, coming from here to here. The CV is just not going to survive that trip because so much space that the enemy could have with a single recon unit and then just immediately blow it up. M1A1's just going... I mean, that's exciting. This is equally exciting. I think this will kill this because it can actually shoot the RPOs at this because it's got less than 1 armor. So Pericom does have an RPG, and so does Motorized Rozvedka. We'll see how this goes, actually. But yes, this is just going to die now. But is there a CV here? Yeah, there is. There's that one. So he's going to send it this way. No, he's not. It's just on defensive. It's just walking into the enemy and dying. Okay. M1A1 routes, which you'd expect. Over here, yeah, he's just been pushed out. He just needs to get back, really. And just defend this so he doesn't get counter-smacked. This thing is 1v1 the breeze from 1. That doesn't usually happen, actually. Quite surprising. And then, yeah, this guy's just going to rout again. I mean, what's it all about? Although these guys are going to run out of rockets before they can... That's one hell of a strategy. Just bring more armor than the enemy has rockets. Molding MiG goes down to the double Eyehawk. Should probably move these now. Just move them, like, to there. So they don't get blown up. Yeah, he's pulling back. Smart. And what's the... Yeah, so he's bringing Marders for here. So then, yeah, this is smart. He's doing it again. It's on 1 HP. Why would you do that? Oh, man. It upsets me greatly, because he's having a good time in mid, but... Yeah, that was obviously going to die. And then this guy will eventually get side shot, but I mean, this is crazy. The lack of good RPGs, like this was the only good RPG, and it was on the CV, so he pulled it back. So the rest of them just fired all their RPGs. And oh, here we go, he's going for it now. But this is really ballsy from Call Me Carl here. Surely he gets this back now. Is he just going to sit it there? I mean, it's got 3 HP. Although, after seeing what happened to that CV, I think he will just send it forwards and let it die. There you go, he's moving it. And, yeah, it's going to take a long time for Yuki to get back in here. I would love to see some... I just want those... they've been moved there. Like a unit in here. He probably doesn't have an ATGM unit, but Mech Rifles Dragon. Like, so he probably doesn't have a proper tow unit. And there you go, the M1A1 goes down. I think it got somebody in a transport here first. Yeah, it did. But yeah, he should have pulled that back, and now he can move these Marder infantry across here while keeping the actual Marder guys here, and he'll take that. And if that CV was alive instead of being sent there, he could have got it around and sent it in, but now he has to buy another tank CV. So we'll see if the Eyehawks can save that from the LGBT, which is still around. Need some more supply up here. He smoked it because of the metas. Oh, it's because he's on defensive. So if you get an RPG... if you get an ATGM shot at you by something you can't see, what happens is your guy will immediately smokes and reverses a little bit. So like now he's sending it back forwards. So that's the problem with defensive. I don't agree with this at all. You get 5 infantry cards and you've spent one of them on M2 on a 50 cal. And you're gonna have vehicle problems in here as well, and this isn't gonna help you with that. But yes, this should be interesting. So get a mortar for the smoke. Smoke the corner. Sit in the corner. That'll lose LOS. That guy is running behind the build. No, he's just going to sit there. Which means this is going to... Is he going to be able to shoot that? He might do. No, he can't. So he's just going to die. So he's going to move it. This is on a tap move, so instead of driving into the zone, he's firing shots. This guy apparently still can't see that. This Bradley, yeah, if it was here, he would have been able to see that, but it wasn't. Interesting. YukiPaw on a +1, because this is like Call Me Carl's zone, so this is a +4 swing, and this is a +3 swing. Needs more infantry here, really. I mean, Yuki could take this back if he went in now, but he assumes there's more here than there is, really. That, I don't know how smart that is. Hello. Oh, okay, because of the Panzer Force 44. Armada hits it, but it doesn't do much. Was that a crit? Must have been a crit. There you go, CV spotted. He's just going to do it again. So regular Motostrelki get the good RPG. So he's finally brought some good RPGs. So this guy's got to be a bit more careful. It's interesting that Carl hasn't gone for any air yet. Like, he's not got his LGBTs out, which are one of his strongest assets. The F-16 LGBT is 2 per card. Ah, yeah, he lost this over here. That CV went down. This guy really needs to get back, because those Motostrelki are going to eat him alive. Needs to smoke if he can. He's attack moving, which means the guy's going to turn around and show his rear towards the enemy as soon as they stop shooting him. So he needs to smoke. I know he's still got his smoke, and he's target switched as well. No, he just wants to attack. Alright. Somewhat infuriating, but sure. But yeah, imagine if he'd bought the LGBT. So down that guy goes. This isn't going to work out. Yeah. Just needs to pull his guys back when they get low. And yeah, Yuki's quite intelligently saving his units. This could be sold, really. And then this will probably show up later and kill something. And there you go, Yuki's taking mid back. Ihawk's moving back. Intelligent behavior. Just, yeah, needed to pull back a bit more. I mean, this is a smart position, but like, how does he deal with these without tanks? And over here, he should probably start pushing up. Like, he's got him on the ropes. Like, with the infantry, at least, push up with the infantry. I can see what he's doing, though. Like, he could go for this. Could go for this. There's, like, nobody here. And he's got the recon. He's got the tanks. Instead, it looks like he's just going to sit there. It's a shame. LGBT's back on the prowl. It's going to kill that dragon. Ihawks can't hit that from that distance. Oh, they're going to try. Yeah, but they don't. Motostrelki there. Dismount troopers have 3 MGs, so they will probably win. They'll win against one easily. They probably won't win against both. Yeah, I mean, but this guy's not shooting. And now that this guy's low cohesion, he's useless. This guy's about to be low cohesion. Also, when you stood still, you do more damage than when you're moving. That was interesting. Presumably this is just going to light that guy up. No Shorad, like Pivads could be here, I guess. Ihawk's going to move again. Smart. And yeah, Call Me Carl needs to counterattack. Needs to counterattack. I mean, he clearly doesn't know about this. Here we go. But that T80 is going to rinse this, unless it opens ATGM. That'll survive that meta shot. He smokes any... You see it survived. He smokes anyway. This guy really needs to run away and not be on attack move, because he's going to lose now. Because this guy routed and then this guy's shooting him. This is looking very scary for Call Me Carl, so I guess he can't attack over here anymore. But he should definitely have like a couple of guys just running down here, seeing what's what. These guys could be moved up. Like, imagine if he had Panzer Grenadier here. Maybe some flash in that forest, you know. Bit sloppy with the moving, but I can understand it's not easy. And yeah, if this was full HP, which it's not, once you've taken this, you need to scout it, because people always do this. They always like just move the guy out a little bit and then move him back in. You got to be careful of that. Particularly if you're playing against somebody like a wooden cretin, he always does that. So you gotta, once you take the zone, got to scan this area here. So there you go, he's moving up now. I mean, this will not beat that fight, but if there's 3 of them, it will. The Saperi RPO are going to be a big problem. And yeah, need a bit of supply for that. Could just send the Huey, or this one, which seems to have been forgotten about. All these guys just sort of forgotten about. Yuki's going to pull this guy back. Interesting. +3 for Call Me Carl. 10 minutes till victory, 25 minutes left on the clock. See what happens. I mean, there is a CV here, so Yuki needs to try and get back in here. This isn't that well defended, to tell you the truth. There's a lot of I buy T80BV once a minute gameplay going on here. And that's been counteracted by I buy M1A1 once a minute gameplay. Both of these things are too cheap. They're both pretty OP. This map doesn't really help the T80BV, though. It doesn't have that range advantage that it usually has. This guy needs to be very careful. And yeah, that Motostrelki is going to get stopped there, but There's not a lot here. It's just this hill. The fact that it's on a hill makes it really, really hard to attack once you lose that ground. Oh, hello. So yeah, he is scouting it out, so he will run into that BMP 1P. The autocannon shoots before the gun, and 14 pen deals 5 damage to 5 armor. And it hits twice with its 40% accuracy, so that's interesting, isn't it? And it was on low cohesion. Misses that one, though. The D20 is purchased by YukiPaw. Quick fix is out. Don't really rate these at all. But this man's now been spotted. Although this tank, this guy needs to move over here so he can engage that. But an ATGM in this house would be great, but when you're playing as 11th Cav, you don't have room for an ATGM slot. Although this man brought the 50 cal, which is not a good idea. So just T80 BV spam going up against M1A1 spam, and the so in a gunfight, the M1A1 has a 1-to-1 advantage until it gets to low cohesion. That was an interesting fight. Because yeah, the T80 BV rate of fire doesn't go down. Two very OP tanks, just badly designed. The T80 BV, especially from a gameplay perspective, is a very badly designed tank. It does too much. On this map, you don't see it so much, but the ATGM gives it a range advantage, right? And then it's got an autoloader at 10 rounds a minute, which is stupid. And then it's got a really high pen, high accuracy, high armor. So let's say somehow you close the distance, and that Bradley's gonna... Oh, actually, the iHawks might actually kill this. They do. They do. I mean, they were going to get 2 missiles off anyway, but the first 2 connect. That's a huge kill, because those only come in at 1 per card. That was really stupid. Why did he do that? That was really stupid. But yeah, he needs to buy more M1A1. He's buying more M1A1. Looks like nothing's really going to be happening there. This is looking really bad for Carl. I mean, it looks like he's winning, but if you look, he's not winning. He's not winning there. I mean, he's got the points thing, but it's only a matter of time. You really do not do that. Why would you do that after what happened to the last one? You sent the last one in, it immediately died. So what does he do? He sends the CV in, and then now it's just going to immediately die. Wow! Who could have seen that coming? So that was really, really stupid. It was the CV as well. I mean, I know he's got a spare here, but that's not in the zone. And this is about to enter the zone, which means he'll be on a -3 in a second. Because he's not doing that. So I don't know why he did that, really. That was a bit silly. Just needs to, like, fall back a bit. You know, do a bit of falling back. But hey, I never beat YukiPaw. I mean, well, it looks like he's not going to beat YukiPaw, to be entirely honest. Yeah. That was a decent shot there, but yeah, the Conquers, and then this guy gets in. Still no air out for the 11th Cav player, not using his advantage. I mean, all of this is seedable. Those dismount troopers are having a bad time. Good use of the D20. But yeah, I should add, I don't watch these games ahead of time, so I don't actually know what's going to happen. But if I may make a prediction here, I think Red's going to sweep this, and then with 20 minutes left, you'll have plenty of time to make up the points. That's my prediction. This could use some heals. And yeah, so he's bought some more M1A1. It's just a shame that he sent 2 in to die there. It was a bit silly. Shouldn't have done that. Where's this going? Over there. This man should have moved, really, after he got the snot shot out of him. Although I think that's retargeted for the supply healer now. Which it won't one-shot anyway, because it's got 8 HP. Really likes sending his M1A1s into the... I mean, it's working. So that should kill that in 1 hit. Because they're high base accuracy, yeah. So these men, he knows where they're going. He sees where they're going. They jump into the building. They immediately vanish. He needs to keep moving. Nice. And then that's probably going to die unless it smokes, which it does. This needs to move now. It's not moving. It's not moving. So what happens when you don't move it? This needs healing, really. I mean, this has been here for ages. He could do that. These guys are getting Saperi RPO'd, so this Milan could be sent up to shoot. Yeah, some interesting plays going on there. These guys need heals, but they need a fresh CV, a fresh supply. I just saw that this CV's been set up. This guy could have unloaded a little bit earlier. How is that happening? The game literally tells me that that should not be happening. What is that all about? So that ATGM is going, what, between the gap between these two houses? I think that's the idea anyway. This needs some smoke. But it did get that hit. Could use like another infantry here. These guys are losing just due to being out microed. Yuki's microing his guys and Carl isn't. Like this Milan, if that had been sent up, it would have just killed all this, because the only thing that could stop him is an RPG, and none of these guys have RPGs. None of the red guys. We'll see if that does anything. Oh, hello. Interesting usage of this guy. And yeah, it does do a lot of damage, and look how fast it fires. It's like the Hell Ito thing, you know, the F Ito, except good. And it costs the same, and it gets recon. So, this man, invisible, need an infantry recon in this building, really. And need some supply. Don't drive it out the zone, please. Please don't drive it out the zone. It's going in a straight line, so it hits it. Because it left range, but it was just going in a straight line there. This ain't particularly great, and that M1A1 there got blown up by... Well, that's got full HP, so it must have been these. So yeah, it must have been this or something. So that wasn't cool. Just put recon there, get a mech rifles dragon in there, I suppose, because now you're gonna get flanked here. And then he just drove his CV out the zone. Oh my god, is he gonna notice? Is there a second one? Oh yeah, there is a second one. Okay, fine. Which is a smart idea. Here we go, Marder's finally doing something now. And you see how he attack moves and then sends it back so that it doesn't overextend. So it's queued up with a send back order, which is very intelligent. No AA in this blob, so that helicopter's going to kill them all. These guys need heals, and they will get it. This is a precarious position. This is a nicer position. To be honest, 39Y without MLRS is a really big thing. Not bringing MLRS on your 39Y. Not sure what's going on there. Igla hits the both, I guess. This gets hit by a splash, so he sends it back. Smart man. I wonder if he'll heal them up. Like, this guy's just been on half HP for the whole game. C-Knight being sent in there. There's a lot of AA here for Yuki, and I'm just really surprised that Call Me Carl didn't buy a single plane. Didn't buy a single plane. If you can bear with me after this, I'd like to check his deck. I would like to check his deck and see what's going on with that. So yeah, he's trying to snipe the CV. This guy's back up now. So it's good heavy tank micro from Carl, to be honest. Although it was a bit weird when he did that, but I think generally his game plan was just better. Just ran down mid at the start, whereas Yuki tried to take this, and then he didn't really do a... Instead of sending units to reinforce that, he started building up here to push this back. So he never managed to hold on to this, whereas Carl managed to hold on to this for quite a bit longer. And it's just like a macro thing on this map. It's easier to defend mid than it is to defend... Hang on, what? Yeah, it's if you're attacking mid, it's a lot harder to attack mid than it is to attack into here. Simply because of like the amount of places the CV could be. It's basically you've got to win twice. You got to win here and you got to win here. And if you're on the other side, you got to win here and then you got to win here. So you got to win 2 attacks to get one zone. Whereas here, you know, you just win. And same with here. You know, you get into the corner and then you're in the corner. Same on this side. Then you're in the corner. One sweep and you got it. Whereas this, to actually take the zone, a lot of work has to be done. So that's why me and everybody else... Oh my god, just reverse! That's... yeah. Because of the ATGMs, you know? Needs to do a bit of a wiggle, because it's going to keep going in a straight line, and it might still hit him. Yeah, it was a near miss, but it got the suppression there. These guys could just be sent to that and heal. Yeah, me and everybody else has been calling for... literally, you don't have to, because I don't know if you've seen the dev blog. Literally, they've just like removed some trees here, removed some trees here, removed some trees here, removed some trees here, so that you just get MLRS constantly gameplay. What they should do instead is just split this, so that this is one zone. Just split it down the main road, and this is another zone. That's literally all they have to do. But they just refuse to do it, because that way, if you win this fight, you win that zone. Right, he's bought his first plane. And it didn't do anything because these were switched off. Which is good micro from YukiPaw. So presumably the second plane will be the LGBT. This guy's just soaking up igloos, I suppose, and then the Cubs are shooting when his back's turned. But he's dodging with his 40% ECM. And these tanks, they're not all... You know, these tanks are much better microed than these tanks simply because these tanks are all shooting. And those Ihawks should really mess up that... oh, they went for the Mi-24P. Really mess up that Su-27. 39th doesn't get seed, so you don't have to worry about that. There we go, it's been hit. Pivads confirm. They should do, yeah, because there's two of them. The F-16 has its aims as well. No! Alright, that was a miss. I mean, typically, the CV tank should be behind the normal tanks, and he sort of has that with that one, but this... he's got another CV tank. Very smart man, moving it. Moving it down here is awkward because it's below the hill. I think it messes up the targeting a little bit. He's getting bursted. He needs to smoke. Oh, that was a good hit, though. Smokes. Gets back to the supply. Really good micro from Call Me Carl. I don't think I've ever played against this guy. Played against YukiPaw a few times. There we go. He did have MLRS, he just never bought it. Yeah, it's very useful on this map. You know, you want to take this, you MLRS it. You want to take this, you MLRS it. So, you got to think, like, what's the game plan here for Yuki? He wants to take this zone, right? He's sort of given up on this. He wants to take this zone. So first you need to, like, try and take this, and then take that. Or try and take this, so that... I mean, I want to see what this is going to do. Oh, okay. So Seed's just YOLO in. It's probably going to die now. Yeah. Okay. That was reasonably lucky. That's probably going to... yeah. But... okay. Oh, Maverick out. Oh, that was a really good shot. I mean, it was 50% accuracy, so half the time that's going to happen. I really struggle in these late game tank engagements. I just lose too much. And then... oh, he should have kept it in. He shouldn't have evac'd it. He should have kept it in, and then he could try and sling another Maverick, but I can understand why he didn't. Mortars purchase, it's a good idea. You could just hammer some of these positions. Grad's going to hit all that. Yeah, so let's talk about taking the middle zone. The best way to take the middle zone, right, is you want to take this and you want to take this. So the first thing you do, if you want to take this, is you take this. Because if you got this, you can shoot in the side, you can stop the reinforcements coming in, right? And then you can take this. Right, then you work on the other side. If you want to take this, the best way is first, right, so you like smoke this off or suppress this or whatever. You got to assume he's got guys in there, even though he doesn't this time. Then you watch this Hellfire. Now watch this drive. Yeah, the Bruyusas are too far back. They need to be with the tanks, really. And the mortars... oh, he's smoking. That's not a good idea. Why is he doing that? So... why is he doing that? If you don't have that much... if you've got... well, okay. I guess because all his tanks are repairing, he doesn't want to fight right now. Because, yeah, if you have the range advantage, you don't want to smoke. If you have the close range advantage, you do want to smoke. So he does not have the close range advantage. Although, I mean, he is doing a good job of holding back the enemy and stopping the T-80BVs from firing. I think the real reason he did this is because his stuff isn't really in a fighting capacity. Like, he needs to buy... Yeah, he's got that coming. And so he's just doing this to buy time, slow down the fight, which makes sense. Because, yeah, he really needs to heal this. That guy... I would say he's getting lucky, but this is 45%, and this has 15% ECM. It's multiplicative, it's not additive, so it's not just 30% chance to hit. But yeah, he's trying to slow down the fight, and but by smoking this, he's allowed these motor strelky to get in here, basically, because his fire support couldn't really shoot it. Although he's only got one operational tank, I suppose, so I guess that's why he was smoking it. So like that was probably going to happen anyway. Where's this going? Okay. Okay. Right, well, look, if you're going to do that, I would have waited for the seed to get repaired, because he just lost both of those, and if he'd had the seed up, the seed would have killed this. Or it would have revealed it, and then the A10 can kill it. All he had to do was wait for that seed to get repaired before doing that. I can understand that he's in a hurry, but that might have cost him pretty dearly, because that's basically 2 extra M1A1s. This will probably get stunned before that hits. Oh, it's not happening as fast as I thought it would. Yeah, I guess stunned right as it dies, damn. And then, yeah, Yuki needs these Bruisers with, because look, the helicopter range is not fab. Well, he needs the Igloos with it, I guess they've got longer range. Alright, and here's the seed, right after the A10's dead. But there you go, you see. Of course, it died because he just sort of YOLO'd it instead of sending it at an oblique angle. But yeah, you want them to arrive at the same time. Oh right, yeah. So he sent his CV out. So now he's gonna shore up here, and then the tanks all have to get over to here. And like I said, Yuki's got to win the whole zone, and so it's difficult. You can see the cracks starting to show on Carl. And the track's starting to break on Carl. Major skill issue there, choosing to get that crit. Goes for the AA, smart man. And that Cub is reloading. And that AA halo goes down. So that was a really good run. Imagine if the seed was out like at the same time as that. But yes, this is how you deal with that. You grad it, and then down goes that CV. But there's 2 more CVs. And some infant here. Focus down that Conkers. He's going for the tanks, isn't he? So this is where you use your mortars for the smoke this or smoke this, so that you're only shooting one thing at once. Let's just send that out. Needs some infit. I mean, he's probably not got any mortars left, but he definitely needs some dismount troopers. Some unload him here, move him in. Get that Stinger over to here. It should be able to shoot that. Although this BMP 1P is going to kill all that. No AT. These guys are not healed, and they're low cohesion. And that's just going to shoot them, and they can't even see, even though this is a recon. Okay. What? Interesting. Oh wow, the mortars. The 120mm mortars got it. Quite rare to see mortars kill anything, but when you've got 3 of them at that sort of range, it's reasonably effective. So yeah, call me Cal needs a tank here. But no, he's... Yuki's running out of time, but Carl's running out of units. And that's going to be pretty painful. The Eyehawks are still up, so it doesn't actually get the bombs off. We'll see if it goes down to that Pivot's burst. No. 2 more shots. Yeah, they get it. Now he needs to move these. What's that going for? CV has been revealed. AA healer's eating it. He's getting shot from 3 sides here once this guy gets through, which is now. Should have smoked. He's dead. So there you go. Now Yuki's on a +3 with 5 minutes left. Let's get this CV to like there, I suppose, because he managed to kill that tracked thing and that Conkers, and then that T80 BVK went down. Is there any CV left here? I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see any CVs here. So Carl's going to get a +3 again. There's no CV. Has he even bought one? I don't think he's noticed yet. Yeah, that was a bit dumb. Especially if you've only got one. Just sending. I mean, why didn't you send this one forwards? Why the CV one? That's the one you need to keep alive, because now Carl's going to be back on a +3, and he did still have a marder left. These 50 cows, man. I don't know. Like, look at that. That Kiowa goes down in one hit for Niggler because it's only got 4 HP. Yeah, it's wacky tank plays here. I don't think Yuki can win anymore. I mean, particularly because look, if it takes 5 minutes to get 800 points and there's less than 5 minutes left on a +3, even if he fully secures this right now, which he can't, he's only going to get 800 points, at which point he will still lose. And he can't because the CV's back in. So that was a bit of a misplay. So yeah, the double Igler both hit. But you can see Carl's running out of puff here. He's just trying to hold on as best he can. And yeah, I really don't rate those 50 Carls, mate. It's been a very, very good 11th Cav game. Particularly the attack at the start was very ballsy. Big fan. This guy needs to be hiding, or he's going to be dying. Can this even shoot that? I think it can. Needs to smoke it. Needs to smoke it. He's stunned. These helicopters keep dying one at a time to those Iglers. Guess the tanks have other targets to shoot. Yeah, that's not going to work out. But yeah, the decision to send the CV... Oh, hello. So over here, Carl wasn't paying attention, so this CV is going to get in here. Oh, hello. I mean, that's... yeah, I would have been surprised if that hit, because it's 50% accuracy and he's low cohesion, so it's more like 20% accuracy, 25%, something like that. And the CV's been sent out, which means Yuki's going to be on a +7 now. Like, he's got all these. He knows how to smoke. We saw him do it. Just smoke this and leave the CV in there. Yeah, it's going to be +5, I guess, because this is still in there. Yeah. No, not enough stingers here. You need a couple of stingers. Because the pivads are just dying to the tanks, right? They get spotted straight away. Stingers are a bit... Just unintuitively enough, a bit more survivable. Oh, okay, the pivads can still shoot. Alright, well that thing's very dead. Could still shoot from behind the hill. +5 for Yuki. 2 minutes left. 8 minutes till victory, interesting. F-16 start. Really, really surprised to just never see the LGBT from Carl. Like, did he even bring it? That's his best card. That's the best card in the game right now, is the F-16 LGBT, because it's 2 per card, unlike every single other one. And it drops from high altitude, and the F-16 is good now as a base plane. So it drops from high altitude, which means that it doesn't expose itself for very long at all. These guys still low cohesion, so they're not going to do any hitting. So +7 for Yuki, because this guy just doesn't want to leave that in that zone. He's cutting it close. 1 minute. Now he's bought the close range F-16s. Yeah, like, send this in. Come on, bro. I think he might be out of CVs. I think that's the last one. Otherwise, surely he'd buy one here. +7. Like, that M1A1 went down. Right, which is why you've got the mortars. Smoke, 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 so smoke. Send it there. And then, the Grad might shoot it, but the Grad's out of ammo. But even if it did, it wouldn't kill it, because this is a tank. And this was purchased and just sort of left in its transport there. And this one's out of ammo as well. 50 seconds on a +7. Just... I guess it doesn't matter at this point. But it's just infuriating. He's going. You could just send it there. Use the smoke, Luke. Use the smoke. But yeah, the AA had died, and this guy's too far away. So C-Knight's killing those. I guess they'd probably type in chat or something. I don't see that, of course. See, oh, well, I can't believe it. So we don't have to check the deck anymore. So he bought his best card the best card in the game. One of two reasons why this div is OP. The other is the M1A1. And he bought it with 10 seconds left. So we don't have to check the deck anymore. It was in there. But yeah, GG, very, very funny. Very funny game. Sadly, when I click on Call Me Carl, it comes up with me. Happy to take credit for that. When I click on YukiPaw, it comes up with YukiPaw. He's had, over 400 games this patch, so he likes the game. I guess he doesn't have anything else he wants to play or do. I can't talk. I've got about 200 games this patch. Well, almost. So I'm also a sado. But yeah, really interesting game. 11th Cav is OP simply because the Abrams is OP and the LGBT F16 is OP. Sadly, didn't get to see the F16 LGBT, but we did get to see the MiG-27K LGBT. And imagine if that thing hadn't died at the start and Carl had managed to secure the other zone. Imagine that. Yeah, really, really good game, actually. Really good game. Let me know what you think. I will see you around.